Yo, what is going on, Timekeepers? It's your boy, Matthew V. Haynes, aka The Clockmaster, with Clockmaster Movie Reviews. Alright guys, so this review is a little bit late. I am so sorry about that. I was supposed to put this review out yesterday. I did see the Arrival movie. I saw it opening night. I think I saw it late Thursday evening, and I was able to get to go see it early. I was supposed to put the review out, but I didn't get time to do it. I was vlogging and editing, and I didn't have any time to get it in, but here it is. Okay guys, so I will not be separating this review into two separate videos. I'm going to give you the spoiler-free version first, and then I'll let you guys know when I'm going to be discussing spoilers later on in the video. So if you guys want to, switch out and come back later again, you have that choice. So Arrival is the new Amy Adams movie, and this movie is kind of crazy, man. It's like, I'll just, tell you how I felt going into this movie. When, I checked online and I did all the research and everything, and I see that this movie's coming in at a crazy, Rotten Tomatoes gave it 96%, and you're seeing all these high reviews on it. I was like, wow. So, I got to get myself in here and see what this movie's all about. So this movie is basically like a mystery meets sci-fi kind of film. I will tell you right now, you do have to pay attention in this movie. There's not any, there's a few points in it where if you don't pay attention at all, you're gonna be lost in this film. So this movie is basically about a linguistic professor who's played by Amy Adams. Her name is Louise, and real quick to mention, she plays a character named Louise. And in Man of Steel, she plays Lois. It's really weird. Not sure if they did that on purpose or not. I have no clue. But Amy Adams is hired by the US military to come in and investigate these 12 mysterious ships that just happen to pop up in 12 different locations of the world. Now, as far as the story is concerned, this story, like I did mention, you do have to pay attention a lot in this film. And I don't know if it's because I went at 10 p.m. in the night to watch the movie opening day. I'm not sure if it's because of that, but there was points where, I will just tell you this, there was points where I felt like I wanted to sleep almost. There was some dragging parts that was, then, it's kind of like one of those movies where it's like, boom, okay, it's kind of slow here and you don't know what's going on, and then something just grabs your attention again at the end. You're like, whoa! What's going on here? This is crazy, whoa. But as far as the story is concerned, there are some elements that will need your attention, and you need to pay attention to it, so keep that in mind as you go. Needless to say, the story is interesting, do not get me wrong. The story is one for the books. And what is so very, very cool about this entire thing is that Amy Adams she's the lead actor. The lead actress in this film, and I love that. This is a film where she is the main attraction, and alongside big actors like Jeremy Renner and Academy Award winner Forrest Whitaker, she's there amongst those great actors, and she's the lead, and that was great to me. I really loved that they gave her such a good role, and she did a great job. Now, as far as visual effects in this film, there's not anything too it's not too crazy action, but keep in mind, this is not really an action movie. It's not an action movie. It's a mystery movie, sci-fi almost. You have to like I said, it's a storytelling movie, not so much action and fight scenes. You don't really have too much of that in this film, and that's not a bad thing. Sometimes there are some movies where a good story is worth going and sit down and watching, and that's what that's what this film does have. But back to Amy Adams, as far as her part in the story, she is such a very well-rounded actress. The very first movie I've ever seen her in was what was it? Enchanted. I think this is Enchanted. It was the very first movie I've seen Amy Adams in, and she went from being all goofy and all kind of crazy, and then I love her as an actress. She's actually really, really, really good at what she does. Her acting has you feeling all types of emotions. It's crazy, and you kind of feel for whatever she's going through in this film. You kind of feel it with her in a sense. On to Jeremy Renner. So, as you all know, Jeremy Renner plays Hawkeye. He's known for playing Hawkeye in the Avengers series, and he also did a Jason Bourne movie, and I actually do like that movie. That's one of my favorite movies in the Jason Bourne franchise. I do love that movie where Jeremy Renner was in that movie. Jeremy Renner, hey man, I will tell you, the total flip side from Hawkeye's character. I mean, he's still Jeremy Renner, but then he's a smarter Jeremy Renner. So, you know, he plays in this movie, he plays a mathematician or a, you know, scientist, and you know, he's also called alongside with Amy Adams' character Louise to come along and help investigate these 12 different alien spaceships that come down onto Earth. So he's leading his team and he's working alongside her, and the contrast between these two characters is amazing. It's like two polar opposites, I would say. Amy Adams' character is like, okay, she's linguistic, so she's basically a teacher, so she teaches you know, languages, and she deciphers languages and all these different things. And Jeremy Renner's character, he's more of a science mathematician guy, you know, problem solving. So the two of them, the two different teams, just total opposites. When they come together in this film, the way how they made them work together and how they were able to figure out certain things was really, really good. I like that they incorporated those two different types of professions and made them come together and come out in this film. Now on to Forest Whitaker. Academy Award winner Forest Whitaker plays Colonel Weber. And I'll tell you this, to be honest with you, I have not seen too many Forest Whitaker movies. I've seen the ones that you need to see. I still have to see Butler. I haven't seen him in Butler, so I'm not so sure how he's doing in Butler, how he did, but I do know he did a great job. I heard in all the reviews about that movie that movie is one for the books. So I do know of Forest Whitaker and his work, and I do know he's a great actor. And I'll tell you this, in this movie, even though he's playing a general, still a good job. You know, I mean, why not? You know, you can't not want to just sit down and watch all this stuff and just take it all in. And it's great when you can see an actor just, like I said, I love acting, I love actors, and I like to see when they can make you, convince you, and that's their whole, to convince you that they are this character. And Forest Whitaker does a great job when he's playing Colonel Weber. Fantastic. Okay, so let me just backtrack a little bit back to when I was talking about the slow parts in this movie. Yes, there are a ton of slow parts in this movie. Very, very slow parts in this movie. There was even a point in the theater where I'm sitting down there and I'm watching. Like I said, I was feeling like I was falling asleep. I'm not sure if it's because I went late. But then as I see this guy, he got up and he just left. Because, like I said, without giving too much away, you know, you're there and it's just like, where's the story going? You know, where is the story really trying to take you? And it's just like, I don't know. Trust me, if I wasn't planning to do a review on this movie, I probably would have left too at that point that he left in the movie. But I'm telling you, don't leave. Don't leave. It's worth it. Trust me, it is worth it. Absolutely worth it. Just for the story arc in it, it's totally worth it. So all in all, guys, should you go watch this movie in the theater? Yes. Yes, you should. Go and buy a ticket and go watch it. It is completely worth it. Trust me. And I'm not saying that just because of the actors in it. Trust me, this story is a phenomenal story. It is a great story, and it is totally worth every single dollar. You know, don't you know, I know some people like to wait until the movie comes out and, you know, on demand and all that stuff. Go to the theaters and watch it. Trust me, it's worth it. Alright guys, that's the best I can do for my spoiler-free review. So if you are not interested in hearing the spoilers, this is the point you can leave. Once again, thanks for watching this video. If you're not staying until the end, thanks for watching this video up to this point. I appreciate it. Please, I want to hear out from you guys. So leave your comments down below. You can send me emails, you can send me tweets. I really want to hear from you guys. Trust me, every single one of you that have subscribed to me, I want to hear from every single one of you. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. Don't be shy. And if you're new and you don't want to stick around for the spoiler section of this review, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button up. Give it a thumbs up and leave your comments down below, like I said. All right. Now on to the spoilers. All right, now spoilers. Guys, thanks for sticking along for the spoiler section of this review. The most exciting part of the review, because you don't have to focus and try to hide in things. But here, look, from the beginning of this movie, when she walks in, they show you Amy Adams having this child and this daughter, and she's playing around with her. And it's like, it's really weird how they were showing it. And then the way how they showed it from her transitioning through her life, it made it appear as though her daughter was dying, or her daughter was dead, and now she's living her life, you know, after her daughter's dead. And you see her, she's like depressed and she's slow and she's tired, and she's, you know, she walks into the teaching room and she's all, class, do your, she's all like that. So at this point in the film, when they got to that section, it made you feel as though, like I said, it made you feel as though she, you know, lost her child, her daughter, due to cancer. And when you come to the end of the movie, just to only find out that that's the exact opposite, is that she's seeing her future. So all the times when she was having those flashbacks, they weren't really flashbacks. She was having visions to see the future. So we'll talk a little bit more in depth with that. But trust me, look, at the end of the movie, unless they added in that part, I was gonna say don't watch the movie. Don't watch it at all. But when they reveal to you at the end that those little alien hepto thingies or whatever they're called, when she was able to decipher their language and be able to communicate with them, and I thought that was pretty. That's another thing that was really cool that also had my attention in this movie, was the way how they incorporated her trying to decipher these alien languages. Because going into this thing, you see Forrest Whitaker, he walks in, he just puts the tape recorder on down on the desk, and he's asking her, can you interpret this? And she's like, and to us, when we're hearing the things all like, I'm like, how the heck you gonna interpret that? It's like, I was like, wow. But then, they revealed to you that she also previously helped the U.S. government with other language-related missions, or so to say. So they knew her, they knew what she was capable of. But this dude, Forrest Whitaker just comes down and puts this thing down, and all you hear is no, it wasn't even like that. It was like whatever it was. I don't know what it was, but it was disgusting. It was weird. But I just like how her, especially working with Jeremy Renner's character, how they were able to come together and they shot these little. It was so weird. They shot these ink little things. It's not exactly ink. It was like some form of metal or something, whatever it is, and they shot it out, and they were able to, form these symbols. And she's like, "Wait a minute, this is them. This is their writing," and it's just mind blowing how imagine somebody like that encounters someone from another planet. Let's say aliens existed and they came down and they were to encounter them. Imagine this is the way how they would go about it, and it's just to me that blew away my mind. I was really impressed by how her character was able to figure out the language and for them to be able to communicate with each other. What was also really cool, not to mention, was the heptapods, the ships, just little things. I love the design for that. The design for that thing was crazy. I love the design for that thing, and I'm trying to give this review more of like non-biased, but I loved it. To be honest, I loved it. I loved how it looked and how it was just standing down and just how it was just standing down over the ground, it was just hovering over it, just levitating over there. That to me was just really cool. It just had you wondering, like, what kind of advanced life forms is this? And it's crazy. Almost every show and every movie that depicts alien life or a life outside of Earth always depicts them as having more advanced technology than Earth or human beings. And if aliens were real, I wouldn't disagree with that. I would actually think that it's possible because of, if just the fact that they were able to come down to Earth shows that they have some type of technology that can surpass anything that we have here. So that whole thing was cool. I really truly enjoyed that little pit that they added in there. But then, as these visions or flashbacks or whatever continue to progress, after a while you realize, because when she was able to decipher the first message that they sent to the humans, it was offer weapon or whatever that was. So, of course, like normally everybody else in those positions, they assume it's a threat, and they assume that the aliens are trying to kill them and blah blah. And that's just how humans think. That's just how we are. But really and truly, that was just the opposite. They were trying to find. And I like that this movie was this way. I like that it wasn't. And I know it's based off a novel, so I like that it was more or less them coming for peace, more of them coming to help humanity out instead of destroy it. You know what I'm saying? And throughout the entire film, I was kind of a little bit nervous at some points because I thought that they were gonna eventually try to kill them, and they were gonna end up having a big fight and all that, and that wasn't the case. They were just trying to come and help, and that's what I really loved about it. The one scene that absolutely blew my mind away was at the very, very single end when she has this conversation with the alien. They gave these aliens these different names, like these human names. I think one name was Elliot and something else. But her and Jimmy Renner gave them the name. And it was so crazy that she was able to learn this language now so that she can actually speak with the aliens. And she was having a conversation with the aliens. They brought her up into this weird thing where her hair was all floating around and it's white and thing, and you don't know if she can breathe or whatever that was. And she's having a conversation, and you find these things are big as Jack, bro. This thing's like tall. These are huge beings. And as they were having a conversation, you know, the alien explains to her that the weapon is not something of like a fight. The weapon is a gift. The weapon is the language, and to be able to, you know, to learn the language, you can be able to predict the future. And with that saying, all those little dreams or flashbacks she was getting was, like I said, it was visions. And at the very end, when she had this vision with, you know, having a conversation with the Chinese prime minister, Chinese president, who was about to release havoc on these alien probe ships. You know, she gives him a call, and it was so crazy how it worked out. It's like she's having a dream or vision of him telling her the number, and she dials the number, and everything that she saw in the vision, she spoke it out, and she was able to prevent a global throwdown, which they probably would have lost anyway, considering the fact that how big those ships were and how they came. They probably would have lost anyway if the aliens were coming for, if they were coming for war. If they were coming for war, they probably would have lost. But And what was cool is that once she was able to stop that, and you see the alien ships disintegrate and they go away, and it's like, it's just mind blowing. It's like, wow. And seeing that, it was kind of a bittersweet moment because, you know, she had a ring on. In the beginning, you showed her she had a ring and she had a kid and all that. Just only come to find out that her husband, who's, you know, presumably not there, living with her and her daughter in the beginning of the film, was Jeremy Renner. Number one. Two, he's a scientist, and just to find out that everything that she saw in the beginning, she was actually going to live it and to experience it. And it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of a bittersweet thing to know that, yes, eventually she will have a daughter and she will have like this happy relationship and a marriage, but then we all know how it's going to end. We all know her daughter's going to die. We all know she's going to lose her husband. And we all know those things are going to happen because they reveal that in the beginning of the movie as sort of the ending was the beginning. So I like how they did that. It was really cool. Like I said, it was bittersweet knowing that, yes, she found love, she found him. Like I said, the two contrasting characters, and they came together. But like I said, we all know it's going to end bad. It's not really going to end too well for her. But she embraces this gift, and she embraces it. And then she, you know, they show her scenes where she's teaching the world and she's lecturing these different students on how to understand the language, how to understand the code, and how to go about using it to apply it in their life. And I like that they did that. It was a really, really cool touch. Enjoyed it. So all in all, guys, I do rate this movie let's say I'm not going to do 5 out of 5. I'm going to rate this movie a 9.5 out of 10 because, like I said, just for that little slow part in the middle of the movie, you know, like I said, the guy walked out, you know, because there was a point where I was feeling too like, oh my gosh, where is this movie going? But then once you see the end, your whole mindset's going to change. Once you see the ending of that, your whole mindset's going to change. You're not going to think of it as this slow, dragging movie anymore, which is really, really cool about that. So I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Alright guys, if you enjoyed my review, please leave a thumbs up button down below, hit the like button, subscribe, and please share this video, guys. If you know, just please spread the word. I would really appreciate if every single one of you guys somehow you can just share these videos with your friends. Tell them about me, you know, tell them about what I do if you enjoy what I do. And you know, we can all share this stuff together, man. I love doing reviews, reactions, and challenges and all that great stuff. And also, like I said earlier before I went to the spoiler section, I do want to hear from every single one of you guys. I want to hear from you, so please leave your comments down below. I really want to hear your opinions and your interest and what you have to say about my videos, because you're not only gonna be helping me. You know, I do need someone to be telling me how, you know, how they enjoy it, what you want to see. You can please let me know what you want to see. If there's anything that you want me to react to, like I keep saying, anything you want me to react to, anything you want me to review, please let me know in the comment section down below. You can always send me an email. I'm always checking my email every day. Almost like every hour I'm checking my email. You can always send me a tweet on Twitter. You can always message me on Facebook, man. These are all outlets that you can reach out to me. So please reach out to me. I will answer every single one of you guys as much as I can. Okay? Alright guys, until the next video, don't forget, if you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the subscribe button over there. Leave your comments down below, okay? Until the next video, guys. Clockmaster, out. Alright!